A wonderful day from here. Please, as usual, if you are watching, make sure you share. Our network yesterday was attacked, so that's why that video tripped off. I didn't just bother myself to reconnect again. So I intend to shift it today. You know, because of the recent situation and predicament that is going on around the world, activism is something we need to keep on doing without relenting. So it's going to be a continual assessment. So it all depends from what's happening at the May. As we speak today, there's an election. They're rounding up election today in Spain, electing people from various offices you can never think about, but not presidential election anyway. Electing senators, governors, cadres, ministers, and the rest. So it's ongoing as we speak. So please, if you are watching, do a massive sharing. By now, you should be able to know the importance of this very platform. You should be able to know the importance of this very platform, and also in your little way, you have to also encourage this very platform. Please, we don't know when they are going to finally be telling us not to ever post again in YouTube. Follow up the YouTube link I put there behind. It's Inter-Udu 247 TV. Inter is spelled INTERUDU 247. Then you space it TV. Go and subscribe. And I see a lot of YouTube channels where they do shenanigans. No relevant word is spoken there, but you see them having a massive follow, a massive subscribers. Then where they speak the truth, nobody want to subscribe. You are not doing me, you are doing yourself. I've ever one day said, subscribe so that I can make money from YouTube. Please go and subscribe, because I don't know when, because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. It's only Facebook right now. I know they are still shrinking our page. They over-shrinked it again, even after they gave us star that we can now even apply for star and all of that. They over-shrink our video again. We are no longer getting shares. We are no longer getting. I know the viewer for long they shrink it. So if we that owns the page, we know that the video is really accelerating. We are getting more viewers. But you that is watching it, you see it as if the message is irrelevant. So they don't want to encourage you to watch more. But right now, it's telling on us also, even inside the people that owns the page. So this is what they are doing. It's all censorship. And they will not force us to go and do what is not in our mind to do. I will not do it. Instead of me, I'll call it a day. I'll fight a good fight of faith. I'll finish my work. The commitment that was given to me, so what I'm doing right now is just recapping to make sure that, you know, checking on you still. I finished my work now. The fight we said we're going to fight, we'll fight it already. So we are not waiting for the manifestation. If I tell you we have a fresh fight right now we are doing, no. It's the fight that we had before. And we won our battles. And by the grace of God, we need to still get our people informed so that they are not deformed. So please, I will beg you to share. I was talking to somebody today. A boy I always praised. It should be at his 40. I'm close to 50 as we speak. If I tell you I'm close to 50, very, very close range to 50. They say God resisted the proud and giveth more grace to the humble. If I humble myself, I talk about you. I'm only the one praising people. Nobody praise me. But I don't care. Because I'm sent. I own the mission. They are always just happy. They are happy from all manner of platforms. I own the mission. That's why what I saw since 2020, they couldn't see it. So please, we'll be at least at time we need to feel, we need to express our feelings and our anger as a human being. I'm not a spirit. I'm a human being like you. In which you have a second in me, when you have a do what big you have a dog in me. When I have a book way, me why even the same book. My family, okay? I'm not an iron. I'm a human being like you. So every little thing I do for you, always appreciate it. So let's go there. You are in abroad supporting an unconstitutional presidential inauguration in Nigeria. We are watching you. You know, there are people right now benevolently, they send transportation to their loved one at home. Go to Eagle Square. We are watching the Enchate. Then again, area we are really going to be elaborating on much what has been the benefits of the man that died. I'm to correct this die. I want the one that dead. That died on the cross for you 2,000 years ago. What have been the benefits? What have been the benefit of a man that died 2,000 years ago? Do we have the benefit in our society? Are we seeing it? Today we are back from church. Now we have been praying. It seems not to be answered. This man not already died for our sins, died for humanity, so that we might go back to God. It concerns us back to God again. Do you know how many people that died in Congo during slavery? Do you know how many people that died in Biafra? They call it the Biafran Civil War, Nigerian Civil War. You know how many people that die? Millions of people die. Up to today we are dying. Do you know how many of our brothers and sisters who have died in the Mediterranean Sea in search for greener pasture? No, what does that tell you? Does that really show that somebody died for you some years ago? What does that show? Does that really show that somebody died for you? And the major problem we have today, black race are a problem to ourselves. The more you try to tell them, this thing you are doing, please, oh, is not how it ought to be. The more they feel that they are doing you or something. If you are trying to change the negative narrative, the more they push up the narrative, feeling you have a personal selfish interest inside. We are doing what we are doing because we feel we as a people, we as a race, we are being underestimated. Things are not really the way it ought to be with us. We are suffering. So many persons completed their house project 20 years ago. Do you know they have not slept it? Go and ask your father. The very day your father set his heart to knit it, some of them will put 2 zinc. That very day, she and your mother start sleeping on it. They start from a parlor. From there, they plaster the other room. From there, it will not roof it to a standard. From there, start extending the roof. But today, most of us, we have built our house for almost 30 years. We have not slept on it for 1 day. Then you want to tell me that is the will of God? That's a normal life for you to live? Now, the reason why normally we build a shelter is because we want to make use of it. You don't build a shelter as a form of an achievement because you want to have where to rest your head. Automatically, the money you used to pay in rentage, you switch into that money for a different thing entirely. That is how it's supposed to be. But today, 80% of people abroad, you build a house and put your brother inside. And the day your brother are waiting, the day you will die, so that they will reach that house. That is what they are waiting for. Most of you, your mother want to become a landlord or a landlady because of the house you build. Now, what is the essence of doing something when that thing you are not going to make use of it now? What is the essence of doing it if you know you are not going to make use of it now? These were some of the religious psychosis. These were some of the dilemma they put us. These were some of the state of categorical species they put us deliberately. And we are very, very happy. We are very, very happy when they told us, you bought a land, you are doing this. Why am I categorically stating this thing clear to us today? Some of the things that the world project to us that it is good, it is not helping us. The man that died on the cross up to today, what benefit? Forget about everything was written in the Bible. If you are in Christ, you are a new creature, all things become passed away. We know that one our old story. Let's be frank and sincere to our lives. What has it done? Tell me the effectiveness. Simply nothing. We are in the West today. Do you know if the Westerner are said Tinubu will not be inaugurated, they will not inaugurate it. We have no say of our own. Our judicial system is not controlled by us. It is controlled by some alien. It is controlled by the same colonizer. It is controlled by the same people who wrote up the Bible then and bring it to us. Now, let's even assume our forefather, they made the very huge mistakes that is telling on us today. Gradually, is telling on us. In our ramification, is telling on us. Now, won't we also correct it? Look at it now. Some of us are fighting hard to make sure that we get a better government. But so many persons are just happy because what they want to see is their personal selfish interest of the way. So many persons are happy because why? Their will is about to be fulfilled again. And when will it ever be your will? When will your will ever be seen in this society or in where we are today? That is to say, you are just in this world. Either you came just as a passerby or you just came to come and watch things happen. Systematically, that's what they are telling you. A lot of persons are making you to be kind of irrelevant, as if you are nobody. And for me, I don't want to take it from anybody that you are underestimating me. I don't like it. That's why I hate oppression. I could fight this freedom up to this extent today because of my mindset. Naturally, I hate oppression. I was talking to one of the eminent personality today in Bradford struggle. I don't like oppression. I don't like it. I hate it. And I'm not falsificating what I'm doing. That is just me. The way you see some people very real, when you talk about it, this is organic, this person, now so my own activism be. I'm not adding to it. I'm not subtracting from it. My read me what I'm saying. I know one or two persons always want to, raise on certain issues at times, which at times I look at it. I'm very dumbfounded and flabbergasted. Seeing how people don't see think. You think somebody will come and think for you. Nobody will think for you. This was the same mistake our forefather makes. That make most of them were exiled abroad for slavery. Do you know why? Their natural core value, their God-given right, they never exercise it. Maybe my late father, blessed memory, we call them, please, so that you are not romantic, man. Oh, we know, that is it. I have somebody that think, as a divine freedom fighter for that matter, and a bishop of activism, what you feel does not mean. That's the area I deliberate on most. Area you feel this thing, nothing is going to come out of that place. That is the major area. Me, myself, I want to see what is wrong with that very thing and what must we do about it and how does this thing come into existence. Now, what we must have to get categorically clear is this. Let's stop arguing blindly if we must get it right. Now, so many persons, thousands of Efulefu here abroad, they are supporting an unconstitutional president. Let people talk about it. They did not even ring the election. They are doing us as if we are still in our 70-something, 1776, or 1876, or 1976, or thereabout. They never know that this is 21st century, whereby children, we are taking record of everything. The Federal Capital Territory, 25% at least, you must get it before you can become the president of Federal Republic of Nigeria. Our people is not looking into that. They are joining the same people who have been suffering, whose father is in village, whose mother is still in the village, who even have children also in Nigeria, who is also going to carry their children tomorrow and visit Nigeria. They are supporting an unconstitutional president. Now, when are we ever going to interpret our constitutions? When? Now it does not happen in your time. You have spent many years abroad. Then what have you learned? Now tell me, what have you learned? What's in your head? This one is too glaring that this election was wrong. Let's assume he won it. Like Wike came out on national television, we are speaking all manner of nonsense from his mouth. If you even look at Wike like a dead among the living. He's telling on them the sin they have committed. Tell me the legacy Wike leaving down for his children. Wike children's career is done. All these politicians, every of all these WOB you see today, going to East Square, they buga. My dear, they are done. Nobody look at Fela. If not the name Fela I put down, Fela's son that slap police for see DJT today. What makes Seun Kuti to be better than you? Seun Kuti never hustle. Now the name where Papa create down. Now Seun Kuti take the leave. And if you check all Fela children, now Seun Kuti, now they probably don't make pass. Because he could speak like his father. Right now, they don't release the guy now. He's in abroad, relaxing somewhere. That guy just corrected a narrative. We can't continue like this. Now, if they have jailed him more than that, then you see international lawyers start coming in. Even when Emmanuel Macron, 46 million people, in top 3 of the whole Europe, was slapped. The guy that gave Emmanuel Macron dirty slap was only in prison, detained for 3 months. It was delivered, not to talk of honorary this thing. Because of the name is created down. Look at the name we are creating down for ourselves. Akaterian. If you can support this very government, I'm afraid of you. I thought it was a joke that the day where you go reach, and you are still going to see Nigerians in Eagle Square tomorrow making speech. They are all terrorists. Now, what I want to be talking, I want to be addressing my people who are dumbfounded. Please, if you are watching this very broadcast, make sure you share, please. Very, very important you share. If you are watching this very broadcast, make sure you share. And don't fail to subscribe to the YouTube link. There below in the very heading, please. Very, very important. Make sure you subscribe, please. And anytime you see our video on YouTube, always try and always thumbs up. That thumbs up also have a way of Facebook using in sending the same notification to other person. And don't always fail to on the notification bell, so that anytime we upload videos, you can always get it. Very, very important, please. I'm still trying to share to 1 or 2 Facebook, please. We learn every day, and the very day we stop learning, that very day we start dying. We learn every day. That's why it was some Benin alien. You know, they do say that we're not normal. It was some Benin alien. I know where exactly what we're not normal. And one is in Texas in America, who does not think. Imagine after fighting all this fight and fighting, then let's assume the same injection issue that I condemned after 4 years, I will not start supporting it. What does that tell us? What does that tell us? And there is a format by which each and every one of us was supposed to be using in fighting for this very freedom. We are not using it. Phil, let me quickly say this YouTube channel again, and I don't know, maybe as our previous one, so is Inter Udu 247. It's spelled as INTERUDU 247, then you space it TV. As you are watching, subscribe to it. This is where we are going to be pushing this very new video. They're giving us try for that one for 2 weeks. We have our last one already. I know they are going to be deleting the page at any time. I'm not going to grumble about it. This is what you see. There is a guy during 2020. It was Dog in Ezra. That guy is called Dog in Ezra. His Facebook were deleted because he was speaking, standing for the truth. 1.5 million. 1.5 million. You remove a page, okay? Because we were talking about the irregularity in Americans' election. That is what freedom fighters get. 3 places meant for freedom fighters. We are ready to fight for freedom. Ezra, grave and prison. Ezra, grave and prison. That's what it meant for freedom fighters. Freedom fighters, they are human beings. They are not supposed to be maltreated. Because our justice system has been weaponized. When we talk about a country is corrupt, all the system is corrupt, the police force is corrupt, the justice system is corrupt. Now, anytime you speak anything, police will arrest you. The judge will persecute you. So that's why if one of them is good, they must make sure they initiate the rest of the persons. Look at how can a sensible Benin man who have not benefited anything from federal government of Nigeria support this very government, because they are politicians. Now, if you check them very well, the people that are claimed millionaire, for example, they are very ugly. Money make you to be beautiful. Money and good have make you to be beautiful. It's a heart of their body. Don't you see how beautiful I am? I am some I am. Because the heart is good. Yeah, we here my brother 20 years and I can keep it. I'm not what I eat. Today I don't smoke, I don't drink. What stir up my spirit is good governance. See you doing well. I'm the only person who give recommendation to people. If you are looking for now, I'm gonna look for person call them and maybe I'm proud to say it. People call me pre, but they're not maybe our area no banner, but we no money dating me with baby now. I don't get time. But some persons they will tell you they don't do this, and that is what they do. That is what they do. We are not believing on ourselves. We have a core value. Nobody cares. Look at how can, as glaring as this very situation of things, because you don't need that faith, look how they fall into it. Now, do you know no governmental agency today have told me I am wrong about my stand in CV19? No governmental agency have told me. I've never wanted to be arrested. That's to say I'm right. The Bible says, although weeping may endure through the night, tarry through the night, said the joy comes in the morning. Whatever thing we are doing right now, we may not get the reward. The reward may not come very easily. It does not come easily, particularly when you are in the right track doing. There are so many persons today who are doing far better than me, particularly our spiritual engine room. Those ones, they are praying. It was somebody that God spoke to. Please, tell them to use egg and pray. Break it so and so time. If I ask how many people to do your own, I not even ask. You won't see anybody that categorically say he did it, because we feel fetish. But if it was fasting for 7 days and 7 nights, that will not yield any result, we will do it. But how are we going to get our freedom when we do not follow instructions? We do not believe that God can speak to anybody apart from that your useless pastor. No, we the kick one, we choir women to. We does not believe. Now, we always use the children of Israel to make example. What does God told the children of Israel? It was through Moses. He told them, he said, mark your doorpost with the ram, the blood. Mark it. He said that when the angel of death will come, it will pass over. Really, they obeyed. When the angel of God really come, at times, if God gave some directives, you'll be saying, God, no, now God know what to do. At times, God wanted to put a sign there. God know the children of Israelites from their mind. And he can just so call children of Israelites, life go there their head. God does not want that. He wants them to go through process of time. Let me see how obedient they will be. And really they did. They marked their doorstep. When the angel of death truly come, he did not kill any of the Israelites. He killed the Egyptian. How many of you pray with egg yesterday? Sincerely from your heart. You know me. You are lazy, you need freedom. You did pray now. It's fetish. I do some traditional teaching here. A lot of people feel way more cold here, but I agree. I will be walking holy in trouble, walking, sumate on my head. Bini alien will see that I go and walk. But okay, you will remember me tomorrow. Disobedient to nature, that what gave us a bad government. How many, if you know you pray that prayer, you are watching, put it there where I did my own. I get nobody did it, but we want the freedom. Was in Isaiah chapter 1 verse 19. He said, if you are willing and obedient, you will eat the fruit of the land. That is to say, if there is disobedience, and we are feeling there is no one particular person that be structured out in this whole world that look at the person that is going to give you vision for you to know. Even the Pope that claim that they are God, who created Jesus Christ to put us into this mental slavery and put us in this mess. A Vatican as we speak. Not prophecy will come from them. He said, inside the ridiculous lies the miraculous. If you are ready to walk in the midst of the ridiculous, then there will be miracle for you. We did not obey. Nobody is writing it now that I did my prayer, but I said it. You want a better Nigeria? This is how they will give you Tinubu. Particularly, those people are going to suffer most, if not for the intervention of the God of our ancestors, because their eye is in Edo State. They want to bring Taga and Lion to the tree. Nobody did. Nobody did. But we need freedom. It's very dehydrating. Then you want me to start searching Yogoko again? It was because I shouted today that make you have pure blood. I shouted. Put myself in line. We don't obey, that's our problem. Deaf ears. We count everything to be normal. People right now, they are in ego square. They want to elect their leaders. Because they believe on that leader that will give them what they want. They want to bring a unconstitutional government. They want to put you in a state of dilemma. They want to make you a sentimental knives. They want to make you an ignoramus Kaliwa. And they want to turn you to an Australia wallaby. They are in ego square. Some of them, they left Benin for the past 1 week. They are in Abuja. But just prayers to nullify what they are doing to do tomorrow. You did pray. Nobody put it there. Tomorrow, come with a new thing. I'll be watching you, but you don't follow instruction. The instruction is not, you are not doing it for me. You are not doing it for me. So tomorrow we also come. Now look at the children of God, like they obey. Now only God even know how they take ram key. Where Pharaoh no beat them. Who know how many ram they even killed? Then what one of you, God of Abraham, Isaac and Jacob? My dear, where is your Isaac? If you want God of Abraham to bless you, the child Abraham gave birth to at his old age, and Sarah, the wife, God called him, go and satisfy your only son for me. He obeyed. That what makes him to be father of many nations. It was never lawful for Esther to go to the palace. Boy, big man Bilaloke. It was never lawful for her to. It was not supposed to be there because of your going on. But what did he do? He break protocols. Mordecai were not supposed to enter the palace in his life, but Esther's grace make Mordecai to enter the palace. What has your grace done for anybody? You are waiting for a white man that they said they died 20,000 years ago. Ever since he died, there have been Holocaust. Third World War happened. First World War happened. Cold War have happened. They have mass up till now. They are still. Now, if one person can die for the sin of the world 2,000 years ago, how many people have we lost the Benin? Is that one not enough for God to see their blood and have mercy? If we are not senseless and charlatans, if we are not a misguided element, how many? If one person's blood can save the whole world many years ago, the Bradford blood that they splitted is in 1967 would have ended up the suffering in Nigeria. That to say is a scam. If one person's blood gave us redemption 2,000 years ago, they nailed him on the cross. Do you know our brothers and sisters that have died in the Mediterranean Sea in quest for greener pasture? Is that not enough to save us? We are not ready to free ourselves. The Bible says, honor your father and your mother so that they may be longer. You don't know what it takes. It means honor your ancestors. Honor your grandpapa and your grandmama. We are not talking about your immediate mother. Some of you today, the money you are even spending for your immediate mother he is giving you reproach. You know why? Because nobody tell you the story. Some of you today, they drove you away from your husband's house because the way you take carry your mama tapu for head. Your mama no water because your magba ije asen. Any or more no be when you know. If no any manati pay way or we just send you are sending your love most of you. It is not every father that what you buying car for. It is not every mother that what stay in your house. That was why they give you this Christ. So that you not go and consult a soothsayer. Let they tell you the in-depth of the calamity your mother caused in your life as a result of how you treated our own mother. They won't tell you. If you see people today that run and say, you wanna, you get bored, run away from them. They are deadly. They are deadly. It's not compulsory everybody must do it. But if you see recommendation and people are giving it to you free of charge, my dear, at times there is a sense why that thing is reflecting. This is the real nature of a black man. The reason why the white people projected it is to kill your natural being so that your life can be adulterated. Your spirit can be adulterated so that you are no longer under that same frequency. You that was supposed to be operating under 5D dimension, you will not be no even dimension. No talk of 1D dimension. As for me, I walk in the 5D dimension. Nothing comes that I don't know about. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't just speak because I want to speak. I speak from fact. That's why I don't believe in argument. I'm not very good in argument because I recruit a verse. But allow me to do my teaching. Go and do your verification and let's wait. A graduate told me in the Europe here, he said, my chairman, he said, what I've learned from you, I did not even learn it from school. That's what he said. Because there was some kind of key information they have heard from this very platform. Today, his life will be transformed. If we bring some certain things to you, these same people, they know. If you take the evolution of man, it was not you that was ape. Come bed down like this, come they get us small. It was not you. It was them. The reason why they created their weather the way it is, it was not for you. They created it thousands of years ago. Why snow no kill Jesus Christ according to the story for Jerusalem? Why could not kill Jesus Christ according to the story for Jerusalem? They created their weather so that their species can grow. There are crops that cannot grow here. There are this very place now. There are crops you put here, it can never grow. You can see some grass here right now, they are growing. They are doing well. There are some crops you put here can never grow because it is stone. There are stones, there are grass that grow in stones. It is not all crops that can grow there. So if you are in this very place and the weather is not convenient for you, it was not made for you. That's why many people will always say, the children will always say, oh, the reason why you have been struggling and things have not been working, this is not where you are supposed to even make your money from. It's like you are doing a blood money. It's an abomination. Most of us, we are not supposed to be here. Who tell you we are supposed to be here? If not because of our African brothers, our mothers, our leaders who sold us out. Ewebo were not part of your plans. Ewebo were never part of your plans. God never made them to be special. As an African man, you have to go to Europe before you make it. You are here because it is man-made. It was not even God that said you are coming to Europe. It was your mindset. People like us, God sent us here so that you know that it is convenient for us to speak. Taga and lion, therefore don't go destroy my house. If I were to be living in my house, therefore don't find me see. This advocacy by now would have been ended. We would have not been able to go this far. So if you are in Europe today, it was not ordained by God. You pick it somewhere. Now you know where to forget that revelation. If God told Jeremiah, I know you from another womb. He knows Jeremiah from his mother's womb in his own locality, not in the foreign land. We are here today because of our decisions. We decide to be here. So whatever thing that happens today, God not get hand inside. God will only have hand in your life if you are ready to take back your country. And right now, you have no stable internet at home. That's why you are not fighting. Right now, you are here ever since you came here. You not change your mindset. You no longer support bad governance. White people are here comfortable. They are sponsoring their brothers, their friends to go to Ido Square and bring in an unconstitutional president that will continue from where, I think in his campaign, Tinubu, he said he's going to be removing subsidy. Maybe in 2 months' time, you'll be buying a liter of fuel, 700 naira. Now, what's interesting, some will be very here, they will be about the government. Do you know what interests them? Because they promised them million. Today, you are going to leave a bad name. Your children are going to bury you in a hurry if you are that person that want to forcefully give us a non-constitution. Now, when are we ever going to read our constitutions? The rain is about coming down. When are we going to ever want to interpret our constitutions for good? Nigeria have a constitution. Let's even assume it's expired, for example. Most of us don't believe in. But no longer alive, you don't believe. This one, Nigeria is expired. We don't believe anything. Common egg. Use it and pray. You didn't pray. But the children of Israel obeyed. That was why they succeeded Pharaoh. How are you going to do it? Do you think all this talk without spiritual exercises can work? It can't work now. Nobody prayed. Nobody prayed with egg. But we want freedom. We want it to be free. Let us say we are not still serious yet. Maybe that your egg would have made him tomorrow. Who knows? We don't know when God is speaking. It not concern us. We don't body care. This was just a normal. Just buy one egg. Go and do it. That's the sacrifice you would have made. Nobody cares. All of us are doing Christians. Churches in Europe, as we speak, is closing. That is our prayers. So that religion psychosis should blunt the road of that indoctrination should go. Let's see if we can be able to see know ourselves. Nobody cares about anybody. All we know is about ourselves. We are assuming because you are in Europe. What about what tells on you tell on your children tomorrow? Before you came to this abroad, that was your life. Were you able to eat? No. If not, because most of us we showed ourselves that we are not seeing ourselves as a big person today. How was your life before you came here? Look at the suffered you suffered. That today now, yes, the way you claim. You no longer do prayers. What concerning fetish things don't concern you because you are Jesus. How was your life before you came in? Who know what family you got me by? How many of you his father was having her before he came? Who were both in a room? Not there. Because you want to correct the error in the family. Your father did not do something as a result of innovation. Seno. Does not make that sure that thing that is okay. It does not mean that your father did something or everything he does is correct. Your own right now is not to let your hand be on the desk. As an African person, which one is our core value? Why were we known for military might? What's interested is these Portuguese to come to our lands and take away all our artifacts. It is not only in Edo State they came, or to Congo and the rest. They stole in everywhere. They are the one that brought this stealing. When Macaulay came to Africa, the first visit in 1835, he came back to British Parliament to tell them, he said, you have not seen sincere and unique people like Africa, but only what we are going to do, let us change their language. That was why they brought English. They started coming. Then most of us, we started betraying ourselves. Start betraying ourselves. Some of the things they collected from Africa, the mirror they collected from Africa, now they take see future. The chair that King Charles they use in the coronation, that chair has spent 700 years. African blood, Ayawe chair. Right now, he is going to Kenya, feeling that it's as usual. Let him go and collect more energy. But we are not serious about our freedom. That's just the major concern I have here. We are not serious about it. We don't follow instructions. Hosea chapter 4 verse 6, my children are destroyed for lack of knowledge. We don't have knowledge about what's happening to us. It's like we are just in this Europe, we are residents, we are very comfortable, not feeling that what about things change tomorrow and this one thing now happen. They say black people go back to, look at what happened in Madrid when Madrid went and played ball in Valencia. Vinicius was kind of a racist that was done against Vinicius. Now, why are they always projecting? Even the three guys were detained. Why did they detain them? They just want to make you feel belong. They want to make you feel belong. If you was a white person, they don't carry a race like that. They want to make you feel relevant so that you don't talk about your country. You don't talk about your well-being. Do not talk about it. Look at all Nigerian footballers. Which one get head inside? No one get head. Because why? They not join gang where they're supposed to join. I told you about Danny Alves the other day. Danny Alves was accused in a club. This is a guy. I don't think that guy can ever rape again. It was set up. Because the percentage you are supposed to be bringing, you are no longer bringing it. That was why all our African artists, if they can't buy you over, they give you problem. How did they bring down Matassa? They accuse him. He raped somebody, right? How did they ended up Michael Jackson's career before he fake up his death? He's in oblivion as we speak. He's somewhere, and he's going to be coming back. Woman matter too. Where's Aro Kelly today? The same woman matter. The same adrenochrome they used to do freely. It will get to your own when you want to do your own personal whatever. They'll go set camera. At the time they set that camera, then there are some negotiations you are not supposed to accept. They now tell you that look at what you did. The same thing you have been doing right from the one, it will not backfire. Do you think Aro Kelly will go and rape a child? If not because of the adrenochrome and child sacrifice they do and child trafficking. Now make Aro Kelly. There's one thing they say: fish get bone, fish sweet they get bone. To be famous is very easy, but you cannot bear the consequence. Like this very boy that is reigning in Nigeria right now, you see how he's going to end up. Let them ask him again another of his son. He say no go bring. They will bring it down. And then you say this person they don't jail him. Or see one. In one guy will bury those state here. No, but not one. Do the song here you play it in Spain and you start having residents. But not if they want to blow it, they blow. Go and see Beyonce today. I'm with Beyonce here. Beyonce and Jay-Z is who they use to penetrate black race. The same way they use Obama. That was the way they made Obama president. I was even a part of it. At the boast now, me and Mano started the president, they started the universe. I thought he was a human being. I never knew Obama was an alien. That he was sent to come and destroy us as an African. The main person they use in capturing our brain the more was Obama. Go and look at what Beyonce is doing today. Go and look at what Rihanna is doing. Look at what T.Y. Useless, T.Y. Savage, what they did recently. Look at our inauguration and you will see all our artists being there. They want to go and inaugurate unconstitutional presidents who ranked an election. Which they call you? Will you come? No, I will not come. That thing was not godly. This one, will you come? I will not come. That thing was not godly. It's not supposed. All of them, they will still go and go and do menesque. The same pagan lion. You see your profile, you know, going with picture. Hey, yeah, man. Now God will punish you in a hurry. There are most of us abroad. Let me add myself to it. You know why? We don't know ourselves. We don't know ourselves. Or till you started doing some kind of enmity. Somebody that you used to greet before, due to what you support your society, it can't work. It can't work. There are people today that can no longer be my friend. I said it yesterday. This very useless boy, this is a leader of Edo State. One of the things that make me dislike him was when he was fighting Nnamdi Kanu for no just cause. How will you unleash on the freedom fighter? What have this man done? That's how I pick up my fight. If any person today come after you because he feel he can beat you, my dear, I'm very lovely. You cannot beat my friend. I'm not a betrayer. When we go one, we go all. That is me. This is just in America. There are a lot of fight we fight today. They are not seeing my friend, but he went back and connect back himself to all of them. He did betray me. He betrayed himself, and he finally shoot himself on the leg. Because these people, they are not repented. They are who they are. Then what are we saying? See, any of these person that you artists, you see that he went there, unfollow that artist. Let they see that, like this talker casting. This guy that was in Fox News, because this guy he fought Zetacon from another channel. From another channel like Bristol, he fought Zetacon to stand still. He was only giving out information. Do you know when they sacked that guy? Fox News, under some days, they lose millions of followers. People unfollow them. That's how to rebel. But you will not rebel. Each of you to go to this idiot man in America and unfollow him. You are still going to leave it there now, so that he can still be assuming that he has followers. Mokpa waweya. Mokpa tiagbera gbiye, mokpa wona, mokpa we no like do, mokpa we no like buja. Now who is joining the fight? Nobody joins. You think you are going to get your freedom like this? No, none of us is serious. Up till now, you care. That mean where our chairman, I did that prayer, nobody did it. You don't want Peter Obi also free. If not election, you are not ready to do it. But thank God for Donald Trump and his team. Thank God for Putin. Putin is not the one fighting for your ancestors. What are you doing? You are not doing anything. Do you know how many billions of nairas Putin have used to fight for you? Do you know what it takes to launch one missile against your enemy? Do you know what it takes? This China spy balloon that they saw in Pentagon, in even in Canada, what I think about $400,000. I have bring up back down one of those whatever. Do you know what it is for B-52 air jet fighter to go up? My dear, it costs millions of dollars. Now I work with Mosi is expensive. It's expensive. People are the one funding this thing. Why I cannot display this thing now? The Egiladian we are near no tier one na we president we work a lot to order Nigeria. Work a who can't ruling why ya ne rune ugbe then was work bobo we won bobo ni again. You did do, but you need freedom. One of my way, woman. Or we have a better society, you see how we fail woefully. And if I turn on for yourself, what kind of enabling environment are we creating for our children? A man that loves his children will do anything but him in case when he's gone tomorrow, so that his children will have a better society to stay. That day gave me today, I guess my father is not happy. That look at what my children are going through. Some of the things, if you don't know today, that might have been energizing me, it is the spirit of my immediate father. Because that man loved freedom. He liked him. Even his own little way again, they transform an area. This man will be the one to mobilize. He's always there at the community meeting. They write several letters before Igbenadua was tied. He carried me. Every month, Igbenadua. He cannot tie. But the children is not the one to enjoy the road. Is he alive today? He's not alive. Now we don't believe. Let's create this structure here. Go down. Now there are places you go through. This road no longer made for you. It's a convenience right now. People were just, even when they have not done anything. I told you, it's not all about. You are too inquisitive in saying no. Nigeria will be too spoiled. Be ready to roll up your sleeve and do the other way. We depend right now. Obi no not forthcoming. I don't know that there would have still be hope if you have done the things that you were asked to do. Now, when they come across the word of Jericho, what did Joshua do? Then the Spirit of God came upon Joshua. He said the word of Jericho fell down flat. And the children of God were praising God. When they read a word of Jericho, what day? Do you know it was 7 eggs they used? You don't know what they used. But when we become a critical thinkers, there is never a time your ancestors can reveal anything to you. Edo was here or Boriawa. That's what most of us are doing. We don't think. And God does not deal with people who does not think. God deal with people after dropping word for you. You metamorphose it and come out with something reasonable. Some of them they were marching. Joshua told all of them, they were with armor, guns in their hands. In case any physical enemy comes out, we bring them down. The book of Numbers, he said, we have counted and none is missing, because Moses trained all his soldiers. They do some certain atonement. If you go to Israel today, you see some Israel buzu who is like Moses, according to the imagination we have. They anoint their guns. They don't shout upon the blood. Or funny, or wasalile. I watched a video I showed us some years ago. How somebody from Mexico, it was born, and they used this plantain sucker. After bathing the baby with the leaves soaking inside the water, they started touching the child with plantain sucker. If I may interpret it to you, we may not be pleasant. It means that that's why tomorrow when that child do well more than your children in school, when he's playing ball, they are paying them billions. Why they always contract your children and give them 50,000 after tax and all? Then your children, they gone all about it happen. He break leg, he can't deal with it. Then they wonder, why must it be me, enemy from my father's house? There are a lot of things we were supposed to be used to bath you. That's why those days, if our great-great-grandfather gave birth to a first son, there are processes they use them to pass. No witch touched that child. But today, those things are no longer there. They'll go and give one fake pastor to stretch up your son or your daughter. Or Mariota. Say you're giving it to Jesus. Somebody that never existed. Just a narrative. If you do not go to church now, you are a demon. It's everywhere now. Just go to church and speak in tongues. You see people around you. If you tell anybody, please, oh, at the sense that this is your pikin, they manifest on certain power, they will call you a witch. You have to go and carry Bible and be seeing fake prophecy. This is the world we are living today. Nobody wants to think. Nobody wants to use the head to do anything. This head we are not supposed to be used in play. We use it to think. That's why this head is here. I use this very cap to bring out the beauty, to beautify it a little. And again, because of the weather, imagine have a weaponizer. So they said, I go director, or be live. Look at how every one of us is talked about. The people that used to be multi-millionaire, the girl that used to be multi-millionaire 10 years ago, they are now looking for 20 euro to recharge phone. If it was Nigeria, and these same people, they are rich at home. But if they come abroad, they become poor again. Now the continuity how you are going to go home and stay forever is not there. Pray, you won't pray. But these same people that did not use head to pray, if you go where they are doing sad, they will call. They will call and fool themselves and even mention where he's from. In my opinion, where chairman, I prayed that prayer and said, we need freedom now. I have found a way. I have found a way. I have found a way. That I did my. Yesterday I was about 11:30 there by a troll at the I did mine. I followed the instructions. If we are not sent to ministry game now, I saw it in the public domain the way you saw it. I did mine. I look like I'm music away. I did mine. I did mine. I followed the instruction. Because in the time of your trial, do the little you can and leave the rest for God. It's an error for you not to do anything at all. Before you can fight principalities, you have to be a principal. We want freedom, but we don't want to, do anything that related to the freedom. At times, I say, okay, now let me just test our people. You see our people trooping video into our donation platform. My own way me do, they're not going to bring her in. They'll be bringing other irrelevant video to the platform. My own way me do, they're not going to bring her. These are people that need freedom. At times I kept quiet. I don't want to upset anybody. Plus you minus you, my freedom is sacrosanct. Get it clear today. Don't feel maybe we are together in one platform. It will not be a yardstick for you to take it for granted. So what I'm doing, I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for myself. But if we must be together, let's have this mindset of this uniqueness. Let's have this lax minds that when we go up. I faced the bullet that was supposed to come to stand here to give you confidence for you to disobey Zetakru. Were you the one? No. Who is benefiting it to the is not you? Are you eating edun the way your mates are eating it? No. Are you ordering edun from home because you always watch this video? But you feel everything is gone. You don't want to do anything again. At least all hands will be on deck. Very, very important. The battle is, who told you the battle is over? Who told you it is over? We are also still going to fight ourselves logically. We are going to fight ourselves verbally. Anywhere you see that they are insulting you, your own duty is to insult them back. When I was with this alien, this idiot in Texas, you don't insult him. You don't insult him. The records are there. You don't try it. Whether I'm wrong or not wrong. That I have not seen somebody the way I said. Let me know give me a video. Who will receive bullet for me? Can you? When I'm at here, pray. We count everything to be normal. Man, they have zero my mind. Even because of what I know, it is coming. And God, I've already given me, I cannot be a destroyer, I'm a builder. I would have said I want to stay clear from social media for 6 months. Because we don't follow instructions. If you don't follow instructions, it will lead you to destruction. This is one major problem that we have. We can never obey. When Peter Obi just come out, obedient, I'm obedient. Now, when a letter were written to obedience, that very letter, now obedient, the address and go give. He say, oh, obedience. Look at what you are going to do. Did you not obey? Did you obey? The people that really need freedom from their heart, you know it now. I saw this very boy, it doesn't want me mentioning his name. Now we are prank. I saw the video he did. When I saw that video last night, I was sleepless. I have a sleepless night. If we are not even saying, Tinubu people, they insult her. You know if you know Jesus, they insult Tinubu. What did the man do, sir? When they fight her, the man not doing. So nobody can hold this line really to the end. Nobody. Say, wow. Do you mean you think does alone in all these things? I mean in media. Do you mean you think just alone? I can really want to. Now the people you have canvassed before, who were supposed to pray so that this thing will not be heard, you've carried them again. And this sense of belonging that most people had, when the person you are following in the media is changing, you are changing, it's not good. It will not lead you to anywhere. But I don't pray with head. Does that mean I did not pray for chief president? But that was an instruction. How many Israelites did you say that I did not mark my doorstep? It was an instruction. I'm not the one that gave the instruction. And I'm not even saying for you to exonerate yourself. You would have obeyed. Obedience is better than sacrifice. I am a man says there's an instruction. I'm not the one that gave the instruction. Me, I obeyed. He may obey. So no matter how you try to frame it. Okay, what do you not use in pray the prayer destiny just? But there was, you see how we blacks doesn't accept defeat. We don't accept wrong. Instead of you writing that, just accept that you didn't pray. You can still go and do it again. Or you can go and do your own this night. After the video, there I'm gonna buy a Joshua. So near Tama where who ye do yata. Well, man, no, Saloba again do not do out or the Hanyama. Why when una igbedi egg who egbaha who so near Uneruni. Udegbe sweni uneruni third time according to the instruction. The ugbedi why so okpobo when you ureni anjene that you are exempted from it. See, go and do it. Okay. We are talking about obedience here. When God called Moses, he said, what is that in your hand? Now, if we must follow suit and get the benefit of whatever thing we are doing, it doesn't matter who gave the instruction. Oh, you say I does not say, okay, now you are hearing now, where Yahweh. It's not too late, thank God, Yahweh. Yahweh, anything can happen. Again, let's try it and see. Let's try the damage. Go and do it. Or when I have sworn you back when Neru, well, your boy, a president you were, why? Your boy, huh? The job they went to go and mad their doorstep. They didn't give excuse. Destiny just is giving excuse. Oh no, justify. And the more you justify yourself, the more I'm telling you more. Or it doesn't mean that you don't pray. We are talking about some prayer of atonement. Specific prayers. Okay, now, if we can be reading the letter Paul the Apostle wrote to Rome, brethren, pray for us. We are no longer reading the one our person write. If now you both write that thing just not saying a Bible. I say Exodus 14:14. There are some churches way back. Aso iwoyo. €14, 14 cents. No saba make na fati. Ari ye develop aso yo. Okay, no don't na Bible. Please. I know I'm laughing. I don't want to be too harsh on anybody. Instruction matter. The instruction is not for me. He may obey. They may be spiritual say. I have to obey. I did my own. True to God, I did my own. I did my own. I'm not the type that leads. I did my own. According to the instruction. Gele. President, he must vote, he must support. If for the parameter or Nigeria can webo, he might support or Nigeria. Opposition making. I'm not just opposition as a PDP. There is a government that wants for my people. I don't see who write this comment. He say make that man scatter like Gapi. I don't use laugh take it person. And the egg take work. Like if you even say for security reason, it must win. Because I know all these you have a lot of aliens abroad who don't know what they are doing. And they don't know that they are fooling themselves and putting banner for their children. They don't know. They thought that they are doing, how can you, because of money, they create banner for your children? Then at the end of the day, they constantly remove the Tunubu, it does not rule Nigeria. Shame will let you come at that time. Shame will let you come at that time. The same people that support Buhari today, they are happy. Buhari have already made the speech that he rule Nigeria well. Because they feel that we are daft, we does not have our brain center of our head. That's why they perform any form of shenanigans. That's why they are doing what they are doing. They feel we are Mugu. 200 million people. You want to come and rule them constitutionally. As a president, you are not even obeying the law. Very indisciplined set of people. Here you are abroad. How is the election done? You think they're living bad in there? They left bad so that to catch most of you. So let them do inauguration. We are watching you closely. Let us see how your child is going to inherit any good thing in this society that we are living today. And these are fight every one of us should fight. The bad one should rise up against the evil, the good one should rise up against the bad one. They have been in power for so long. Now they will never allow you to do anything. Let me read what this our beloved brother wrote. At time trying to screw. I'll not be watching your video due to busy of my nature of my job, sir. I do not mind for sure. Thank you very much, Prince Tony Idaosa JP. God bless you for that. me go do that. Destiny, just go and do that. You gotta follow instruction. If restructuring will work, get follow it. Better. Every year do away nana. Gabe we baby netin say. It may not just work immediately, but we may know how we know where. Maybe God just want to test everybody. Our ancestors want to test us how obedient we are. The person that's a man group of people not going on okay, no time. Maybe Osaloba reveal we believe on anointing oye. A Goya oye no walu anointing oye. Emanonia the company, do you know they are? The Goya oye. Ni Maloni, you don't know who they are. Everything adulterated. That's why today our spiritual high here. In your year, you blinded. Our to year you when my no royal, everything is weaponized. A baby now can low because it's natural. I'm not a weaponizer again. I know some channel we egg, but better I go in. So please, instruction. Let's follow instructions. Because our disobedient to nature, there is a way telling us at times. That is what is worrying us today as a black people abroad. If I tell you how many people that have passport in Spain voted in Spain today for the election, they don't vote. They feel that getting a passport is all about migration. As you have a passport, your passport can also do something in the system. Maybe the only Nigerian that vote here in Spain today that may not reach 5. But we have thousands of people that have passports. It's only when they want to intimidate their brother or one are idiots. That's when they say they have passports. What they are supposed to use for, they don't use it for it. They see count this as a means of identification. You can go and say this party will not win. Campaign against party which you know that to not favor your brothers and sisters. Be a part and parcel of our political system. That's why they gave you passports. It's not just about migration looking for money. 99% of the passport we got is for migration, where we can work at 48 hours. And forgetting that the house we've already built 28 years. Mama, but when your father laid his foundation, on a get boss to do on a zinc value, at a bow one of your why not a boy you talk. Let me see if I can see this video. God will bless every one of us. Michael Jordan, there is a house he put in the internet for sale for more than 10 years. I screenshot this very house yesterday. Let me see if it were this phone or vis-a-vis if my Google backup isn't it. Let us see. Let me see if I can find it here. If I find it here, God will bless every one of us. If it's not here, you know that it is this phone I'm using. But let me go to Google Photos. Whether I don't, the backup don't carry and go that side. God will bless me in a hurry. This is a super car blood. Now I carry and that woman, that lady where they carry a car where they never even do say and they advertise and look at it here. Let me read it for you. He said it has 19 bedrooms, a fish pond, a golf course, and a basketball court. But no one wants to buy. Michael Jordan Mansion has been on the market for 10 years. No one wants to buy. Look at it. Michael Jordan. Look at the man. Nobody wants to buy. 19 bedroom. Nobody wants to buy. He has been on market for 10 years. Not be any other people carrying. Now these people carrying supercar blood here. Every one of us know this very lady. Both Ferrari and I the driver. Now that woman the test car. It's not a fake news. Michael Jordan Mansion. Nobody agreed by for 10 years. Okay, Reki. Maybe Michael Jackson tell him that your house, the bedroom too much. He not go here. Who is he? A black man. Yeah, you kick back. Maybe Doro to na banya or you can about fortune sake. He made for don't see buying. They'll content down either to 10 bedroom. He not see you by 10 years okay, Reki. He not see you by Eki Macben any. Eki Macben. 10 years you have been market. Maybe now the house that was supposed to worth about let's say $1 billion. They are pricing it $200,000. Oh, we they don't buy. But before Michael Jackson even died, said up to one of Michael Jackson Anglo is up to about 20,000 plus. There are stars at times before they put their property for market, people don't buy. Already Michael Jordan, mommy not there. Because Michael Jordan refused to trace his ancestral root. Don't be so surprised. Michael Jordan is doing good domingo do son. Always Snoopy now they don't even bother to care whether they have an ancestors or not. They were carried away by the American accent and they just lost. In Kenya, our brothers did there. Idu children is there. All to Congos. These people, they all ran when they were not bomo. When your fathers and mother were selling them into slavery. Some of them, they ran. They are in Ghana. Idu Goromingo the children. They are there. They are everywhere. Some of them are in Mali. As a black man, there is a way you related to each other. It was during slavery they scattered us. I might be having, let's assume now, Ugbogo, the one that gave birth to Uduhueme, his own brother, because he does not have the military mind Ugbogo has, Iran, he might be also be having children is somewhere in Ghana. There is a way we are related. There is a way every black man is related. That's why what they could do was to cause division among ourselves. Imagine you cannot enter Mali easily. You cannot enter Rwanda easily. It is stressful. But if I'm going from here right now to Italy, be that I have a Spanish resident, the border will open, I will enter. Come on to Yama too. So in Newton, Igbinigu. Residential, por favor. Then I go in. I don't need to pay any fine. But say you are going from Nigeria, you are going from Rwanda. Imagine no transaction in the continent of Africa is concluded with any of our currency. Either it's concluded by euro, it's concluded by the British Janjaweed currency, the pounds, or it's concluded by the American dollars. A continent where all our final transactions are done with our colonial currency. Where we go from here? We don't have a say of our own. If the international community are rising up right now, we are watching. Tinubu will not be inaugurated. They won't. Look at everybody. Up to somebody who have been American for ages. A free world nation. Supporting unconstitutional presidential inauguration. He has spent money both in Oracle. Do you know why user pray? Do you know how many goats they have killed? You see the reason why the people punishing us, and they keep on punishing us, because there are some atonement they do. If they tell you to do, you won't do. Before Tiger and Lion went back on this journey, do you know whether they have done human sacrifice? Why they don't have a lion? Do you know? Do you think they will join back on journey like that? Do you know the prayer they have prayed? Do you know the atonement they have done? Do you know how many goats they might have buried? Do you know what Tinubu did? Who know who no lie during this election? Then you are there. You cannot really pay what your oppressors are paying. You cannot pay the equivalent. That's why today we are suffering. That's why I converted the ritualism they are doing into activism. That's why today I'm very, very rugged when I'm speaking. I know they look at your face. The truth must be preached the same way it's written in the gospel. We cannot pay 1/10 of what they are doing that put us into this mental slavery. It doesn't matter. Hey, do you know what they used? He putting fear into you so that a man will be more than 5 million people, one man. I think I saw a memo that Obaseki have not paid traditional ruling council for 3 months. They are shouting have not paid. But when Fulani were killing, did they draw Obaseki's attention? Obaseki, please, oh, we have medicine already. We don't need a day gun. We need bullets to protect our lands. They don't care. They already shouted that Obaseki have not paid them for 3 months. Why will he pay you? And what? The same way the blood of Jesus have no effect in our society, Also, Benin Traditional Council have nothing doing in our society. Bring it on what they are doing. Are they settling land dispute? Are they not also a destroyer? Oh, why go? Now we go where you can in the way. Now we are not ready to liberate ourselves. This is a major problem today. Your enemies are doing whatever thing they are doing. They are killing human beings, but you cannot kill egg. If they want to kill human beings, they kill it in a platter of gold. They kill with all joy, without looking back. They kill it and they test the blood, the spirit of warrior. That's why we are here. But come on, egg, you can't kill fetish. You know, you might wear there. Oh, the idiot. You are an idiot. You see, have such an impression. Pope, oh man, I'm going to every day by day. A queen who there, okay, fian with your mouth. On with Sagimo. Woman, adrenochrome. I made very no ladia with be a car, a millions of works on adrenochrome. Yeah, you refresh it. King Seja the other day, 100 years of banner. Dr. King Seja. Egbe Rockefeller of America. Any whole America for whatever. The Mossad. The CIA you are seeing. Ogian Wayakin. Emi yata. Near do tafo. Because I'm gonna be in me. Please go and kill your head this night. Agbe hegi. Neru nugbe. Be yada. Kabo someone. You know my David name. So come here bungbe man. Let not be too lazy. This is both they will run after human being our moon. Here work by. Idiot now. No redeem me. Wa ma we social media when you moon are a go idiot. Whether I go agun. And I am my own woman and gaga. Woman are when I have fear. What does that tell you? Was you worry? Was you worry? We are just there. Everybody. The little things I know will save me all the rest of my life. Whatever thing we tell them today, they are the ones who have used it to mock at themselves. Let them do their inauguration. We are watching them. There's a man to pray, there's a God to answer. They give us a name, and he say, "Here when you are your God, and we just know when we are near." You cannot put me in one tight corner. Your life, they bam, they go. We are when we bad argument near. Some pastor that will book you on fasting. I know because he want you to remain there where he was a low, but I must you. The way God love you rich. Okay, you want to go and the blessing. No sense. Please let's subscribe to that very YouTube channel. The link is there below in this very topic. Inter Udu 247. Inter as international. IN in capital letter. INTERO UDU 247 TV. You space it TV. So you'll see on there. Please subscribe. That's where we are going to be using for the now. Subscribe not for my personal selfish interest. So the people that are going to go and install Tinubu, they are installing him for their personal selfish interest. Not for your interest. Because of you going and need and if any diario, our ancestors must disgrace them. So go and do according to instruction. Instruction matters a lot. Aheme or mass exercise. Please, Aheme or mass exercise. If you are watching this video, go and do your own. According to the instruction was enough for. There are most of you that cannot get that enough for. But I'm not telling you from my own discretion. The spirit will get good. Instead of you to not to do it, where you can't. But if you can afford enough for, get it. Be a part and parcel of this very struggle. It's a fight to finish. Let's follow some instructions. After the rain, for example, they say God, he made vow and said he's not going to scatter this earth again with rain. It was Noah who made the sacrifice. And when God perceived that very blood sacrifice, animal Yahweh, He said, ah, whew, so will me be bon savant. Then he said, I will never again destroy this earth with water. I will never again. So please, let's not be carried away. But all this is their Bible. Then when you walk by left behind is gone. Then when you walk by left behind is gone. How can people be using human sacrifice? Without looking back. Well, we're not the committee. The same people don't belong on we're not the committee. That's what they do now. That's the system they use. They first of all make you feel guilt. They make you feel guilt. As if whatever thing you are doing is, you are dating a woman. After sleeping with a woman, your pastor will tell you that bed don't defy. You are not supposed to sleep with her before marriage. Why there are people that in your society, your locality, they are committing adultery in monto by monto. Don't let anybody underestimate you over some certain things you do, which you know that you are not using to offend anybody. If your spirit demands it, I'm not against it. Call me witch. People know your huko mahu. Na God will bless them. Na God will bless you. But when any kefe na God will punish you. There are people, these old women who don't make their life to be better. But nobody tells them. It's why we may not make it challenge. I know all these things. I know they used to ramble. I look at them and laugh. Guys are busted with me. Look, we have me rock, but not the fetish with women. But this is normal nature of every man, every black man. So let us be ending it here. God bless you, honestly. God bless you, honestly. It has been a wonderful time being with you today. Sunday 28, we have one day for these people, for them to install themselves. They want to install themselves. Today is 28th Sunday, May 2023. So by tomorrow 29, they want to be doing their installation. We have a lot of Edo evil people. They want to go and support the same government who have put us in perpetual bondage, who have made our people to migrate from Edo State and die in the Libya. The other day in Tripoli, the mortuary in Tripoli, they said 80% of the people dead body in the mortuary are Nigerians. If you're talking about Nigeria, you know Fulani does not travel. We are talking about we mostly people from mortuary. They are bringing the same government to continue killing you, but they are abroad. Wawa one me have a worry me. A graphene de not do that. A nanotech de not do that. Ni menate pray we not see me. We are see me. We are. But the good. Many must have to die. Romeo must die. As you send people to go and bring a leader in Mama Gualo, not a source in Mama Gualo, my dear, a nanotech you will help. Everybody will be free. Who free? Everybody, I swear to God, who free? If I've even mistakenly prayed for you today, I return that prayer to myself. Every person that is innocent, who does not support this false, unconstitutional president who are inaugurated, they will be free. They will be more better. But when we to Muduke, my dear, a nanotech graphene or your spice protein tonight, I increase it. In your locality, I will refer the network in a worker and way. A very allow it be. Because I told him, because they promise you millions. How can you gamble people's life because of ego and money? Because of your personal selfish interest. So, like I've said, follow us in that, subscribe to that very YouTube channel, and also follow us on a donation. It's one of our Facebook handles. So, you know, I told you before now that Idu land is a promised land. It's a land that was sold unto our fathers. Idu Igodo Migodo. Idu nation is sacrosanct. It's going to be a nation that will reign after we have transited to global greatness. So you can also follow us on Construction International Limited. You can follow us also in this very page I'm using, International Association for the Improvement of Colored People at Equality. Also follow us on National Patriot Association. For those of us who are interested to come inside the house, to come and join us in one of these platforms, we have a National Patriot platform. We have a donation, anyone that you want to join. But before joining anyone, there are one that is more sensitive. If you don't get mine, you don't fit join that one. If you don't get mine, you cannot join National Patriot because of the sensitive information we put in there. That platform is not made for everybody. I don't want anybody to go call. So before you are there, you must meet up to the criteria. We are not talking about educational criteria. You must be one of the CEOs of Civil Disobedience Worldwide with the chest down. So we have not anything secret. That's why nobody could ever bring me out, say one can humiliate for social media. Because everything I tell you, I give people recommendation. As an I can give you a number one with tea. What I don't do, I don't recommend you to Jesus. A fake, you know. That's what I do. I will give you a number, call a number, and talk to a reporter to help you. That is me. Very sincere. That is it. That is it. We have used it to help tens of thousands of people who enemy have trapped down in several occasions. But we are not fetish. What are we saying? Instead of me to recommend you to Suleiman, no, you are to anointing you or whom, small eye will remain one damage. I know you recommend you to go meet the God of your ancestors. Let them help you, and you also help yourself. So do have a nice everyone. Our telephone number remains +34631056284. Our telephone number remains +31056284. That telephone number. So if you are interested to, I think because of the public holiday tomorrow right now, they were supposed to go for this thing tomorrow. I don't even know whether Tuesday going to be joining. So you know when this one is changed, the other one is not changed. That's what I'll be dealing with from dispatching our books. The souvenir we did, and I want to appreciate people who have contributed so far. If you know you want to also join, the door is open. Whatever thing you give us here, God is aware of it, because we are doing what we are doing. We are doing it for the purpose of God, not for ourselves alone. I'm also adding my own to it, adding my energy. So that's it. So do have a nice day, everyone, and God bless you. Ciao, bye.